Today I'm going to explain how to solve problem 11 from the Amc 12B of 2022. So we have a function here, f of n. This is equal to -1 plus I times the square root of 3 divided by 2 to the power of n plus -1 minus I times the square root of 3 divided by 2 to the power of n, where I is equal to the square root of -1, essentially an imaginary number, and we want to find what f of 2022 is. The first thing we want to do is transform this I into terms of e, in which we can use these three equations to do so. The first states that how to do this. A plus b times I is r times e to the power of I times theta. The second one explains how to find r. R is the square root of a squared plus b squared, and the third one explains how to find theta. Theta is the arctan of b over a. Now, I hope you've considered this, and from here we can link out two formulas from these two terms. Our a and b are, let's just take this first term, our a and b here is -1 and the square root of 3, essentially these two. So we can link it out. -1 plus I times the square root of 3. But now, the I finds its way back here because it's being multiplied by an I in this formula. Now, we can use this information to find r, which is 2, and then find all theta and stuff. So the power is just 2 pi divided by 3 times I. And now we can leak out our second formula for this one. -1 minus I times the square root of 3 is equal to 2 times e to the power of -2 pi over 3 times I, right here. Now, notice, we only used the tops of these fractions. When we actually plug them into the f of n, they're being divided by 2, and they're being multiplied by 2 here, so the 2's just cancel out. So we have f of n is equal to e to the power of 2 pi I over 3 to the power of n plus e to the power of -2 pi I over 3 to the power of n. Right there. So now there's a negative here. Well, this still stays the same. The first term, e to the power of 2 pi I over 3 to the power of n plus e to the power of 4 pi I over 3 to the power of n, according to algebraic formulas and so stuff like that. And this is still the function f of n. So now we have to find the case where n is 2022. Now, the first thing here to notice is that 2022 is a factor of 3. This is essentially just 3 times 674. So let's just take this first term here. E to the power of 2 pi I over 3 to the power of n, which is now 2022, or 3 times 674. The 3's cancel out. So this is e to the power of 2 pi I to the power of 674. And it's here to realize that e to the power of 2 pi I is just 1. So e to the power of 2 pi I to the power of 674 is 1 to the 674 power, or 1. And that logic applies to the second term here, which is also 1. So f of 2022, this is equal to 1 to the power, sorry, that doesn't look so good, but this is equal to 1 to the power of 674 plus 1 to the power of 674 is 2, which is our answer.